Hi, my name's Abbie Sunter. I'm a ceramic artist. I first came to Derby University in 2010 to study the BA Fine Art course. Even though I enjoyed working with ceramics as a material, I was still at that time exploring other mediums and what I felt like I was capable of doing as an artist. When I came and looked around the facilities, I thought, they've got all the photography facilities, they've got ceramics, printmaking, textiles, metalwork, woodwork, and there was, the opportunity to work in so many different things. And I really enjoyed my BA, but even though, I played with all the different materials, ceramics was the thing that I kept circling back to. It's just what I got the most enjoyment out of, and I just loved working with it. So I had a really long break actually between my BA and my MA, but I found myself thinking, I really want to further my professional practice now. I'd kind of been working commercially as an artist, which had been really successful, but I wanted to, see if there was a way to expand that commercial practice into more of a contemporary art area. So coming back to do my MA at Derby just felt like the right place and time. I'd had my studio at Banks Mill, which is another part of the University of Derby, which is an incubation hub for people who are at the beginning of their creative practices. So it just made so much sense for me to have my studio at Banks Mill and then be able to walk 5 minutes down the road and come to university. It was everything and more than I could have hoped for that I got out of coming back to do my MA at that time. The MA show was amazing. I was really happy that I got to create a body of work that was, based in ceramics, even though it was an MA art course. It really allowed me to really sit into that material. So then showing at Artcore, which, originally started as a ceramics gallery in India, the timings and everything worked really well. And, obviously the work had an impact on them and they were impressed by it, which was amazing. So being offered the Emerging Artist Award with Artcore and then this opportunity to do the residency with them was fantastic. And it's just another thing that, I don't think I would have got that at another university, that opportunity to continue to work and show my work in a public sphere and get that support all the way from my MA into now my professional practice.
It's great working with Artcore. We've traditionally had our MA degree show in the city at their venue, which is just close to Derby Market Hall. It's a brilliant first step for our students, taking themselves out of the university and into the city space to be part of the community that we're within as a university, really giving back to the city and ensuring that our students are making those steps towards becoming professional artists. For those who do continue along that path, Abbie Sunter is a fantastic example of that. So it's fabulous to see the journey that she's on.
Samvada in Clay is a residency and an exhibition of two artists, highly acclaimed Indian artist Vinod DeRose and Abbie Sunter, who's a double graduate from University of Derby. The thing they have both in common is they both work in clay, and Samvada in clay means a dialogue, a conversation in clay. And it's interesting to see the two coming together, working in a similar medium, still having quite different practices and having their exhibition here at Artcore.
And it's incredible then to see these kind of connections through Artcore from her local practice, but really putting her on the stage with international artists. We hope as well that she's going to be an inspiration for our current students and future students. So it was lovely to welcome her back to the university for this project. We work very closely with industry across engineering, across technology, but also in an artistic sense as well. So we invite professionals into the university. They set live briefs for our students. We also take our students out into our local communities, and particularly the work with Artcore and having Vinod as a visiting fellow to the university is a practice that we're looking to continue so that we're able to welcome in different artists onto our courses in fine art, in photography, so that students are learning from the very best and are learning from international practice as well as our more local and kind of community-based settings.
I think for me, the conversations that I would hope that people get from this exhibition, when they come and see it is, the difference in how we've used the material. Because like you say, even though it's, we're using the same things and the same processes for a lot of them, we have totally different outcomes. And I think that's really interesting for people to see that ceramics or pottery isn't just one thing. It completely is different.
We actually, for clay, it's just a clay, we're giving different dimension, different shape. We're like gods, right? That's what in India, we call it Prajapati. Prajapati means God.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I like that. That's real cool.